Good afternoon. Welcome to the first part of fitting up rear brake shoes on a 1965 Volvo pv544. As you're going to see, the back plate has been assembled to the axle assembly. New brake pipe has been fitted and a new wheel cylinder also. In front of me I've spread the items required to fit the rear brake shoes to this particular car, as well as securing the rear brake drums. The rear nuts, washers, woodruff keys, adjusters, spacer bar, springs, retaining clips, plus the pins to retain the shoes. In addition, we have the retaining bars for the tops of the shoes and the spacers. Apart from this, all we need is our friendly tub of copper slip and a bit of patience. Having secured the handbrake lever to the new shoe with its retaining pin, we are now ready to offer this up to the car. We place this in one of the pre-situated bullet-shaped handbrake extensions of the pistons. Make sure you fit these. Slide the slot over the retaining shoe. This is obviously easier when you're not holding a camera. You may need to push the piston back into its cylinder, which will push the other one out, but don't worry. Quite tricky to get the position right here. We're now ready to fit the securing pin and clip. You probably can't see this, but the end of this particular retaining pin is flat. The correct pins, I gather, are supposed to be round, but I understand these are no longer available. So as long as that pin is of the correct length and it is longer than a standard Lockheed pin, you should be okay. We've pushed the pin through so the head is just proud of the surface. Okay, I hope you see that. Push the pin through from the other side, and I've pushed the clip up onto the pin. You might need four hands to do this, but it is doable. Okay. All the while making sure that the top push rod is firmly located in the shoe slot. Now we'll fit the forward shoe and attempt to fit the adjuster and spring. Probably easier, as in this case, to fit the shoe without any springs. We can always fight them on afterwards without the shoe dropping off. Okay, that's the forward pin fitted. Presently we have no springs, handbrake cable or cross rod fitted at the present time. This is the retaining clip at one end of the handbrake push rod. What we'll do now, apply some copper slip to the end of the rod, thus. Don't forget to fit this clip over the end, otherwise this could rattle very annoyingly inside the drum. There we are, the cross rod is fitted between the two shoes. The retaining clip here, this end, the rear, you find it very difficult to fit it any other way. Okay, having fitted the crossbar, we now need to fit the springs. Easier said than done. We'll see how we get on. Okay, back to reality. The springs are located at one end into a piece of metal that sticks out of the shoe on the inside, and they go up to this central pin. This not only holds the shoes but also helps to retain the spacer and retaining plate here, which you can see is quite loose on the fitting. You will need both hands for this job, as the spring is very strong. Let's see how we get on. First one is fitted. Not too bad. Okay, top two springs are fitted. As you can see, they're looped over this central pivot pin, and they help to retain this retaining bar, and they are hooked into the tops. So, okay, next stage is to fit the bottom adjuster and the bottom retaining pin, and then we will attempt to fit the handbrake cable. This is the brake adjuster. Adjustment axis being through the hole in the back plate, so it's important to locate this the right way around. If you locate it that way around, you won't be able to reach the adjuster with a screwdriver. Although second hand, this has been stripped down, the thread has been cleaned, and it's been comprehensively lubricated with copper slip. It's now ready to fit, along with the spring. Okay, bottom adjuster is fitted. As you can see, it passes tight over the top of the adjuster. This will enable it to lock into place each time the spoke is rotated to adjust the shoes in an outward direction. As fitted, it's in the closed position. We will wait for adjustment until after the drum is fitted. Okay. This is where we're at the moment. Here we have the handbrake cable, which passes through a slot located at the rear of the forward shoe. It's then got to pass through a gap just here in the lever. All we have to do now is to push the spring backwards to form a gap here that passes behind here. And there we go. This curve will disappear once the other end of the handbrake cable is attached to the levers under the car. So we shall leave the drum off for the moment, and we shall proceed to the other side of the car. Right, we've moved around to the other side of the car. As you can see, a completely bare but clean and painted back assembly. Okay. This is the other side original shoe with its retaining arm still in place. Try to lose or break this clip, as I don't know what the availability of these is anymore. As with many things on these older Volvos, these smaller parts are becoming increasingly hard to find, and you don't really want to have to make something up or bodge something. There we are. Release the arm from the shoe. You may want to clean the end before greasing it and placing it in the new shoe. As with the other side of the car, the handbrake arm is fitted, plenty of copper slip, and the original clip has been refitted, all nice and firm, ready to fit back to the car.